Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are again looking at, yes, personal development success, and specifically looking at the very last subcategory of self-recognition. So let's just dive into it right away and look at how we can boost our connections of cause and effect. Subcategory 5 as part of our emotional intelligence accelerator. So we are now here and looking at the purple one, connections of cause and effect, right? So let's just say that your score is as follows. You are pretty much right in the middle. Woohoo, great. This is the best score that we had so far. Cause and effect at 50%, yet still with a 50% gap to bridge. So what are we going to do about it? First of all, we want to first understand, really, be on the same page about what connections of cause and effect effectively mean. It is the recognition of the impact and consequence of behaviors on feelings and moods. You know that if you feel great about yourself, that you will have more daring behaviors. You will feel more confident in your abilities, and therefore you will take bolder action. But on the contrary, if you are feeling really bad about yourself or about a situation, you will kind of really go back in fetal position, internally speaking. You might even do it when you're at night in bed. But you will do the same in a situation. Your body posture will, diminish, meaning other people will pick up on it. You will start being more introverted rather than extroverted. You will look at more self-preservation and the likes. And so again, all these sort of non-verbal clues will be picked up by other people, and they won't necessarily help you to get the most from the situation. You are separating external and internal factors affecting emotions. So the better you are getting at connections of cause and effect, you know that certain things on the outside impact you in a certain way, for good and for bad. Equally, you also know that as you are feeling a certain way internally, that you will take things that are more constructive or destructive towards the outside world. And so you being able to put the two together and then connecting the dots is another great ability of yours. Knowing how feelings relate to performance is part of that as well. So if you want to have great performance, it's about you being able to assess your feelings and guide them in a very positive way. So we are now here at 50%. So what specifically could we do here to build this emotional intelligence towards the 100%? First things first, it's about recognizing impact, because emotions have consequences. Positive emotions have constructive outcomes. High energy feelings initiate momentum and powerful performance. So nurture and celebrate what you want to increase in your life. To use an analogy, you think about your garden. If you want to have a more beautiful garden in there, you want to, of course, eliminate the weeds from the garden and plant more beautiful flowers and bushes in there instead. And you need to keep doing it. It's an eternal work. It never stops. So you nurture and celebrate what you want to increase in your garden. Well, the same applies now into your life. So if there's certain weeds, certain things that you don't want to have in your life anymore because it's certain negative feelings and thoughts and behaviors even, well, guess what? They are the weeds in your life. They are the weeds in your garden. And therefore, you want to kind of really see the cause and effect of that in your life. How are these feelings and thoughts and behaviors affecting you? How are they helping you? How are they taking you away from? All of these sort of things is the connections of cause and effect. So recognize the impact. The second thing is about assuming responsibility. So be accountable for engagement and motivation. If you feel that you're really going on the roller coaster in life and you got your highs and your lows a lot of the times, well, guess what? It's up to you to, again, establish the pattern of it all. See what causes it and how that affects you for the negative, on the negative side, and for the positive. Because only when you start really becoming a bit of a Sherlock Holmes in your own life and you actually see those connections, can you start improving and make sure that the positives increase and that you are eliminating the negative situations. But we get sometimes so caught up in the emotions of our life and therefore take away from. You want to cultivate a high internal locus of control. It's about you really seeing that you're not being played by other people and circumstances and the economy and the environment. No, you have control. And a lot of the things that you do control, you can actually really improve for the better. You can build it. You can grow certain things that help you and you can minimize the things that don't. Believe in yourself. Generate realistic, positive expectations about things that are about to happen for you. Look for accountability partners, scheduling, budgeting, and greater structure to keep on track. And guess what? I can also share with you openly that it was such a good thing that when I kindly had an epiphany moment where things weren't going financially really well for me, and I finally got a notice of a legal practitioner that I had to really get my act together. I could have taken it really for the wrong and saying, damn, these people are just pushing me around and it's making me stressful. Or I could do the positive side, which I did, which is thinking like, I got myself involved in this negative situation. If I got myself into it, it's also up to me to get myself out of it. So let me just use this as a lever, this situation, be very grateful for it, and get my act together. Let me just put structure into my money. Let me become the master of money by mastering my own mind. And as soon as I did that, everything changed for the better. And you can do too. So put your budgeting, put greater structure into your business, in your life, and in your relationships to keep on track. And the next one is take initiative. Thoughts, feelings, and plans give way to performance. Anticipate success. Compete with yourself. Outperform yesterday and be the change you want to see. I am so pleased, for example, that so many people have used my little videos on social media about running and, outperforming ourselves, whether it's competitions like, marathons, half marathons, ultra marathons, and all of these sort of things, that it inspired people to take initiative, to actually do something about their own health, about their own fitness, about their own mental and emotional life, just by doing certain actions that would help them to get somewhere. Well, so much for self-recognition, guys. This was just a little journey here, a snippet of what emotional intelligence is all about and how you can actually develop it so that you actually are improving your results. If you like this and you want more, I'd like to share with you that we covered so far 1 out of 4 elements of emotional intelligence. So to find out what the other 3 elements of emotional intelligence are, how to measure them, and also how to accelerate your own emotional intelligence over the coming weeks, I highly recommend you and invite you warmly into my free web class. Just register for the web class, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. My name is Bram.